Welcome to Unbiased. I'm your humble host, Will. I'm back at you with another video. Before I get into this video, can you please like, share, subscribe to the channel? I'm a new platform and I'm trying to grow. Also, please leave a comment. I will reply back to your comment as long as your comment is respectful. All right, so let's get into the content. I want to talk about this. This video is about this young man named, let me make sure I got his name right. Nitro Camden. He's been uh he's been on Twitch. He's been trying to stream. He's 18 years old. He had just turned 18. And he was on a live stream and I think he was, playing video games, on Twitch. I don't really know about Twitch. My son had told me about it a couple times, but I don't really follow it. I don't have it downloaded on my phone or anything, right? But the young man was going on, he was on live, he was playing a video game, and he had just hit 10,000 people, for watching him live. And he was excited. I think other content creators was had joined his live and they was promoting him and telling him congratulations and things of that nature. So the kid was happy. But then his mom jumped in and his mom pretty much ended his live. She beat him up. He had told his mama he had just hit 10,000. People was watching him live. She didn't care. Um, and she just started beating him up. She was like, "You don't do nothing I tell you to do." She told him, "You're gonna be a 40-year-old virgin staying in your mama basement." She would hit him with elbows all in the side of his face. I think she hit him like two, three times with some uppercuts. Um, one part of the video. I'm not gonna show the video. For one, I don't want to show that on my platform. But she put like two, three fingers in his mouth, and she just went off in his mind. It looked like she kissed him, but some people said in the comment that she bit him. And it was crazy video. But just go watch the video. You probably watch the video on anybody else's platform. I'm not gonna show that on this platform because I didn't. When I was watching, I was just grossed out, and I was just like, it just bring me memories of seeing other people going through stuff like this. Now, our mama used to beat our ass too, and things of that nature. But uh, doing all that stuff, man, that's too much. That's really child abuse. And I think also in the video she called the police on him because she was talking about she gonna put him out, and she did put him out. Um, and she wanted a restraining order on her son. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't ever get loud with his mama. From all the videos I saw, he didn't ever get loud with her. He didn't ever say anything smart. Kids will do that nowadays. They'll get smart with you, give her attitude. He didn't do none of that. He was eating them punches. She was slapping him repeatedly in the face. Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't get locked up. I don't know if she did or not. I don't think she did it during that time. When it happened, she didn't get arrested because I'm pretty sure the police didn't know anything about the video. But he left the video rolling, and one time she went out the room initially when she was first getting at him, and she went back out the room because I think his little brother was trying to take up for him, and she went up. She went and got at the little brother too. I don't know how old his little brother is. Like I said, I don't know the kid, but he went to the camera and told everybody. He was like, "Y'all, this is what I go through." He said, "I go through this every day." He said, "I go through this every day." He said, and he said he hate his life. He said he hate his life. Um, and I feel for that young man. And this is what I wanted to point out on this video. That a lot of black mothers do be doing this. And then nobody really be talking about it for real. I got my Black Lives Matter shirt on again. And like I said, all black lives matter. And all lives matter. Because it's not just a black problem. White parents do this to their kids too. And that's why we be seeing the self-destruction rate be going up on these little kids because not only I speak against bullies, that they be getting bullied at school. That does happen. You know, I used to say, oh, we all been children. We all was kids growing up in school, and we seen bullies attack other kids, right? But also, the bully can be living in your home, and the bully can be your parent. In a lot of cases, this is what's be going on. And it could be the father or it could be the mother. But on this one, it's the mother just beating up on the little boy. Well, I ain't gonna say little boy, 'cause he had just turned 18, so he's a little young, young adult. And you just beating on him. All because she said something about you don't never take trash out until I tell you to take the trash out. You don't clean up the room until I tell you to clean up the room. But he got 10,000 people watching him. Why do that now? You could have did that when he got off the live. She didn't care nothing about that. That let you know she's very comfortable whooping on him any time of the day. She don't care. And like I say, there's a lot of mothers that do this. Fathers do this. You know, they just it's normalized to them. And I don't. One question I do want to know, I would love to ask the young man is, where your father at? And if your father just ran off and got away from the way because the woman's crazy, I get it, but he should have took you with him, and your brother too. If y'all both got the same father, because these women don't need no kids. Women like them don't need no kids. Real talk. I wouldn't put up with it. I would have had that lady all in court, taking my son from. This is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And like I said, I see this a lot. Especially on the internet, we see this all the time. We be seeing people, mamas beating the crap out of their kids. We even see domestic violence go up as well when we see, what was that track girl from the United States? She's real known uh, track athlete. She was in the airport in Seattle with her boyfriend. He also ran track. She's more popular than he is, and she was beating on him in the airport. In the airport with cameras around, there all these witnesses around, she's just hitting on him. And then when the people, was looking at it like, dang, what's going on? And the police got involved, she started cussing them out. Bitch ass nigga and all this other stuff. That's what these women start to normalize that type of behavior like it's cool. And like a man supposed to be accepted of it. Well, you gotta be accepted of it. Now, I don't condone men hitting on women either. Because that happens too. I'm a strong advocate of, keep your hands to yourself and your feet, elbows and all that. Because she was dropping people's elbows on the young man. Nitro Camden, she was just dropping elbows on him, telling him to go to sleep and all this crazy stuff. He had, in one part of the video, she was laying off in his gaming chair, showing that basically she's the emperor. She's this is her house. She do what the hell she want to do. And he had went to a corner of the room that's supposed to be his room, and he was in the fetal position like this. He was just balled up. He was just balled up, and that's sad, man. That's really really sad, man. She should be locked up. Those kids should be taken away from him. If he just, I don't know how the other siblings he has, but they all should have been taken away from her. She should be locked up. And other women that's just like her need to be locked up. No, any other way around it, man, because this is crazy. Now, I did see some people in the comments was like, what if he had shut the live off? If he would have shut that live off, we don't know. It would be his word versus hers, and of course they were gonna go with her anyway. They did even with the video on, right? But the blessing in disguise was because this is how God works in mysterious ways. He left that live on, and she was still doing all that, being recorded. She ended up kicking the kid out, but he ended up getting those 10,000 followers. At the end of, I think he ended up going to 100,000 followers afterwards, and he ended up getting $20,000. And he got that money to help him get an apartment, his own apartment. and other people, streamers, locking in with them, and they helping them. That turned out to be a good situation for the young man. So I'm just like, it's a blessing, but he had to go through all that. And like he said, he been going through it for, he said he go through it every day. And 18 years going through that toxic situation. It's not fair, man. It's not fair to him. Like whatever his dad and his mom had went through, she basically taking that out on the son. That's basically what she's doing. And I do blame the father as well that that he should have just took his son with him. If he was gonna leave her or leave her alone high and dry, should have took the son with you. Then y'all had to deal with that woman at all. When she putting hand and feet on her and the elbows on the son, she shouldn't be around that boy at all. But like I say, he's not the only one that's going through this. He triggered something in my head when I looked at it. I was like, I seen other people go through this because we went to school with kids that their parent come up there, uh, barely got clothes on, coming to school in a kind of way, slapping their son with their house shoe. And, oh man, we ain't seen some stuff like this in the project. That's why I grew up in Brickyard and in Brighton. Man, we seen some crazy stuff. People just doing whatever to their kid and think it's cool. And it ain't cool, man. Never was cool. And then you got people who are in relationships, marriages, beating the women, beating on the man, or the man beating on the woman. That shit crazy, man. So toxic relationships, and they think that's cool, like you supposed to be with it. Man, if you ain't fighting, showing them real love and all that, man, get away from all that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't seen that stuff too many times. I done been with women that talk crazy, and you know, I just walk away from them. I don't even argue with them. I just walk off, grab my shit, get the hell on. But that's what I did in the past. Now I wouldn't even tolerate it at all. I look at them like they crazy. Won't even put up with it. But it's sad. It is a sad situation, but it's gotten better because the young man I'm leaving. I'm pretty sure. I want. This is another thing I'll ask y'all. I want to ask him because I don't know what he do and in that situation. When he get money, he might blow up and get more money. He might turn into these other big content uh, contributors and start getting a lot of money. She gonna come out with a handout. The mama is, and should he get his mama some money? I wouldn't. I wouldn't give her a damn thing. Tell the kid Ross, that what you told me, and then you pretty much showed me my whole life, beating on me and stuff, and telling me you're gonna be a 40-year-old virgin standing in your basement. Why would you tell your kid that? Then if he wasn't a 40-year-old virgin, he out selling dope, he in the game, he smashing every young girl. You would been cool with that too? I mean, that I don't understand why she said that. That didn't make any sense. Then you got women who, she was mad about him playing video games. She said that too. She kept saying that. And black women do be saying that they don't want their man playing a video game, but they play video games all day on their goddamn phone. They be on their phone playing games all the damn time. Can't make this shit up, man. But yeah, him playing that damn video game got him 20 rack. Playing that game got him 20 rack. I just wanted to point that out in this video, man. We got to stop this, man. All that toxic stuff, man. And child abuse. That shit got to come to an end, man. Because it's messing us up in the long run. It really is. Cause now he got to heal. He got to heal from the wounds. Even though he's getting money and he's being successful, and congratulations to him. But it's gonna come a time that he's got to be in a relationship with a female or a young woman, and he's got to be a father and a husband, and hopefully he can you know heal from that to be better, and he can be a great father to his kids. He won't do none of that stuff his mom did to him. He won't pass that on to somebody else. Because we see that happen too. Some people, they do the same thing that their parents did to them. They do it to somebody else. If they got beat on, they think that's cool, so they beat on somebody else. And we got to end that cycle. You got to end it. So again, we need to highlight this. I'm highlighting on my platform. Like I said, I'm an advocate against. I do not like anybody putting hands on each other. I don't like male or female. It doesn't matter, and definitely not the children. Beating on the children for no reason at all. That don't make any sense. Now I do uh discipline my son. I do believe in that, but but beating on him with elbows and punches and uppercuts, she biting him. That's stupid. Stupid is crazy. But that's all I got on this video, man. Just aware making y'all aware, man. It's wild out here. It really is. But I'm out. Catch you on the next video.